Our next guest has a hobby very different to most women of her age. This is great. You're going to love this. 83-year-old grandmother Glen Mills, who suffers from MS, goes indoor skydiving every week.
Every single week. She says it's the highlight of a week, and it's actually, interesting, the only time she ever feels pain-free. Now, a little bit later in the show, we're going to be watching her, listen to this, a grandmother skydive live on Good Morning Britain.
Yes.
But, first of all, Katy Rickitt is with her. Good morning to you, Katy. I am sure you are already in awe of this woman.
Oh, absolutely, Richard and Ranveer. It's some impressive hobby, this, isn't it? This is what the professionals can achieve in wind speeds of around 125 miles an hour. But what we want to see is what lovely Glen can achieve. And what she wants to do is get in there, don't you? Because
absolutely,
watching these guys just makes you jealous, doesn't it?
Not jealous, but I would certainly like to be able to do things.
No, I mean, you want to get in there. I mean, you were up at about 2 o'clock this morning, weren't you, practicing?
2:30.
2:30?
Yes.
What kind of things do you have to do to prepare yourself?
Just muscular, test the muscles and make sure that they're where they are. I work hard on the toning tables to try and build up the muscles here to keep me up. So.
And it's impressive stuff. I mean, you're doing this, you have MS, but actually it helps your MS, doesn't it, in many ways?
Well, I'm not sure that it actually does something to it, but it helps my mind, and I feel that does things, you know, I work hard to try and keep it at bay.
How do you feel when you're in there?
Wonderful, yes. I could be 20 years old again.
And Steve is Glen's instructor. Now, Steve, I know Glen actually puts a lot of pressure on herself to be as good as these guys. How good is she?
She's not too bad. She's not too bad.
They're going to fight over this, but we will really see how good Glen is in round about an hour's time.
I love that.
That looks
Glen is
like
brilliant.
so much fun.
She is funny, isn't she, Glen?
She's great, but that activity is wonderful.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you like to do that? Now, the moment we've been waiting for. Earlier in the programme, we told you about the 83-year-old granny. She's called Glen Mills, who suffers with MS and is wheelchair-bound.
But she makes sure that she goes indoor skydiving every single week, and luckily we're with her today. Katy is there. Katy Rickitt.
Yes, I'm here with Glen and the two most important men in her life, her lovely husband and, of course, her skydiving partner, Steve. Now, if you're worried about Glen, you shouldn't be, because she's a bit of an adrenaline junkie. Aren't you, Glen? What other sports have you done, and how does skydiving compare?
I love skydiving. The others I've enjoyed, but this is what I look forward to all the time.
Zip wiring? Is it abseiling? All sorts of stuff. But Steve has been training Glen now for 2 years. What should we expect? Is she any good?
She really is. From where she started off to where she's now, you know, 2 years down the line, building the muscle memory and everything else, she's really come along. It is really good.
Look at that, and that is music to Glen's ears. Well, we'll see whether Glen really is a high flyer. Let's get her ready and get her in the machine.
Can't wait. She needs a few seconds to do that.
My shame is complete. I chickened out all those years ago from the skydive, just couldn't do it, but look at Glen. Take it away, Glen, you're on.
Okay.
Tucked in behind the cameraman, I won't see you, so just he is fine.
Right, so I think they're still getting her ready there. Katy Rickitt is there. There's her instructor. You can hear the machine is going up. And now here... So the reason that Glen does this, by the way, is because she's got MS and it relieves the tension in her body. It's the only time of the week where she feels pain-free.
Yes, she says it completely abolishes the pain while she's floating.
She's been doing it for 2 years. This is quite extraordinary. She's going to do it live on Good Morning Britain, an 83-year-old grandma skydiving live.
Look at her go.
There she goes. Wow, can we let's...
What a rush.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it?
And it's not easy to do. I mean, to keep in that position, it's so easy to spin and get completely spun out of shape. And she's using all her muscles and all her balance.
And that's
to
what she
keep in
says,
that
it
shape.
strengthens her and it keeps her pain-free.
Yeah.
83-year-old Glen, well done her.
Just great to see that big smile.
Look at her. Quick, where is she? There. Oh. Wow. Fantastic stuff.
Can we
Thank
have a
you
studio
so much.
round of applause,
Yeah,
please, for
well
Glen?
done. Well done, Glen. Let's go over to Christine, who's on the right. Try and beat that.
I'll